All right, so real quickly a review of the ones we just did in section 1. So area of a triangle. Remember, we're talking about 1/2 base times height. So in this case for number 1, it's going to be area is 1/2 5 times 4. So minus 4 is 20. That's going to be 10 inches squared. Number 2, the height is this number out here, 12. So that's going to be 1/2 20 times 12. In your head you can do this. Half of 20 is 10 times 12 is 120 meters squared. For number 3, okay, using your card, it is a trapezoid. So that's 1/2, add the bases, (10 plus 18) times the height. Okay, so 10 plus 18 here is 28. Half of that is 14. So that gives me 14 times 12, which is 168. Now here's the deceptive one. Remember, I could cut this piece off and go to the other side. So 14 is not the height, 12 is. And this base is a rectangle. So it's base times height. 19 times 12. The 14 we don't want. So 19 times 12 is 228 square feet. And we have no drawing here. Help to do one. If the area of triangle ABC is 20 square inches, ooh, the area. We know the area. And AB is 5 inches long. What's the length of the altitude beside AB? That's basically a fancy word for the height, okay? So AB is down here. AB is 5. So they're basically looking at what this is right here. So again, 1/2 base times height. All right? So half of 5 is 2.5. So we just divide by 2.5. We get 8. And it makes sense. 8 times 5 is 40. Half of that is 20. So the height, the altitude here is 8. All right. Unit 8, day 2. Regular polygons. So they have congruent sides and congruent angles. It says you can inscribe any regular polygon in a circle. That means draw it inside a circle and find the measure of their central angles. Okay? So in a circle, there's 360 degrees. So basically, if you look at the square, this angle right here is 360 divided by 4. So that's 90 degrees. All right? For this next shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're dividing by 6, so that's 60 degrees. And here you're dividing by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so you're doing 360 divided by 8, and the central angle is 45 degrees. Now, the area of a regular polygon is this fancy formula here, 1/2 A times P. A is what's called the apothem, or apothem, and P is the perimeter. Okay? So, 1/2 A times P. So here's our shape. There's the center of the polygon, which is the center of the circle. Okay? The apothem, so that apothem right here is the perpendicular distance from the center of the polygon to a side. So notice, basically it goes from the side, from the center to the side at a right angle. That's the apothegm. So, find the area of each regular polygon. Well, again, that's 1/2 the apothegm, which is 11, times the perimeter. Well, remember, all these sides are the same, so that's a pentagon. 5 times 16 is 80. So we're doing 1/2, 80 times 11. Half of 80 is 40, so we really just have to do 40 times 11, which is 440 units squared. Okay, a regular octagon, that's 8 sides, has a side length of 9. Well, right off the bat, I know the perimeter is 9 times 8, 72. An apothegm, that is about 10.9. So the area is simply 1/2 that apothegm, 10.9, times the perimeter, which we just said is 72. Now, half of 72 is 36 times 10.9, and that's approximately 392.4 square inches. How about this one? So, again, all 3 sides. So my perimeter is going to be 27.7 times 3, which is 83.1. So my formula is 1/2 the apothegm, 8, times the perimeter, 83.1. I drew a 4. Because I was thinking in my head, half of 8 is 4. 83.1 times 4 is 332.4 units squared. So we're just plugging simple numbers into a simple formula. That's it. Not a big deal. All right? 15 times 4, my perimeter is 60. Formula is 1/2 the apothegm, 7.5, times the perimeter, 60. Half of 60 is 30. So 30 times 7.5 is 225. And again, this would be centimeters squared. Always square units for area. Okay, just some more. Find the area of the polygon. So what do we have here? We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides. So I like to figure out my perimeter first. 7 times 16 is 112. Now I just use the formula. 1/2 the apothegm, which is 16.6, times 112, which is the perimeter. So 112 times 16.6, and you can do times 0.5 or divide by 2, whatever works for you. That's 929.6 units squared, because they didn't give us anything. Number 6, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the perimeter is 8 times 13.3, 106.4. My area is, again, 1/2 times the apothegm, which is 16, times 106.4, which is the perimeter. Half of 16 is 8 times 106.4, 851.2 units squared. Same thing over and over. And that's it.